What is going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? I am back with another video, and today's going to be a little bit of a different video, I guess. I don't know if it's going to be different, but it's going to be little minor things I have to do to the interior of my car because stuff happened, stuff broke, I want to replace some things, so on and so forth. So, for one thing, I don't know what I'm going to title this video. I really just want to, pick up the camera and film. So there's not going to be any exciting changes to my car. I'm just going to be updating the interior, fixing some things here and there, and I'll show you guys what I will be doing in just a second. But I just wanted to pick up the GoPro and film for you guys just because why not? I said I was going to do a little bit better with upload schedules, and I'm going to try to stick with that the best of my ability. So without me rambling on too much, let me show you guys what we will be doing to the WRX. First and foremost, we'll be installing some JBL tweeters for my car. I didn't film this before because wiring isn't my forte, so to speak, but I redid the sound system front and back of my car. I did the whole speakers, all that sort of stuff. I didn't change the head unit, and I have a sub that I kind of want to put in, but like I said, I'm not good with wiring, and the one thing I needed to change was these speakers. Well, they're tweeters. Tweeters are the little tiny things, but we will be putting them in the car. The reason why I had to take out my stock tweeters was not only because they didn't work, but the 07 door panels, where the trim around the door handle is, it wouldn't fit properly. The speaker would actually hit the little mesh, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys in just a moment, but it wouldn't fit properly, so I had to do some little bit of modification to fit the actual stock bracket to those speakers. I don't know why I threw the box, because I could show you guys, but we'll be installing them. Don't roast me too much in the comments below, because I'm doing this how I want to do it the easiest way possible. It is plug and play, so to speak, but as you can see here, these are actually the stock tweeter brackets. They were kind of bent awkwardly to fit the actual speakers. I had to flatten them out and drill an extra hole. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I can fit the new tweeters in, and I also took the plugs off the stock speakers and I put these little connectors on the ends of it so I can just plug in the new JBL tweeters into this, and then this can still retain the stock plug. So is that a good way to do it? Probably not, but it was easy enough for me, and like I said, I don't like wiring, so that is easy enough. Secondly, we have something else to do to the WRX, and I never told you guys this once again, but my glove box. Now, my glove box, for some reason, broke. The hinge does not work. I'll show you guys that as well. So what I have here is brand new glove box. What was that? Oh, that was the third thing. But we do have a brand new glove box. This one does indeed work. And to go with that, I have an exterior piece that really isn't that big of a deal, but I'll tell you guys that anyway. So, got a new glove box. As you can see, it works perfectly fine. And I'm also going to be updating the interior lighting of my car. I'm going to be switching the yellow, orange, iridescent, I don't know. The warm white color lights, if you will, in my car to LEDs. So that's what I dropped right here. I got some new LEDs as well for my car, and I also got them for the glove box and for my trunk. I already switched them over because they're going to be a pain to do on camera, and since I have the glove box out already, I already switched it. So the glove box is done and the trunk light is done. All we have to do is the dome lights. And what else? That was a lot. I threw a lot at you guys. Last but not least, we do have a cabin air filter to replace. I figured since I'm changing out the glove box, the cabin air filter will be there. Might as well just change it while it's out. If you haven't changed one of these in your car before, I really never knew anything about this until I'd say a couple months ago, and I just didn't want to take out my glove box to replace this. But I would highly recommend looking into one of these, changing out the air filter, because it blows through the vents. Obviously, you want to be breathing great air when you're driving. So, look into this. Usually people don't replace these or they forget about them. I could just be talking out my tuchus here, but I never knew about these till recently. So, it's going to be quite interesting to see how bad the stock one is, because if it's anything like that carpet, well, we're in for a treat. So I think I rambled on enough for you guys. That is all we're going to be doing, except for that surprise little package that I didn't show you guys, but I'll show you guys when I take the other one off. But first things first, we got to get the LEDs in my car. So without further ado, let's head out to the WRX. Now, hopefully this is a good angle. I really didn't check beforehand. Probably should have, but it is what it is. So we have to take out these dome lights right here, and I'll show you guys. There are little tabs like right here, and the same thing with this. Just take a little, obviously, flathead screwdriver. It should pop off fairly simple. Hopefully I'm right on this, because if I'm not, well, rip. So So it should just pop out. Simple as that. One done, and then we have this one over here, which should just be one little clip. And it should just pop out like that. I'm pretty sure there is a positive and negative side to these. So when you put the LEDs in, if it doesn't work on one side, try flipping it around and trying it that way. Like I said, I don't know. I never changed interior lights on my cars before, because I really never needed to. I had a 97 Ram and a 97 Wrangler, so there's really no point. But if there is a positive and negative side, flip it around if it doesn't work the first time, and then it should work the second time. Oh, well, yeah, okay. There is a positive and negative side, and I just blinded myself. These front ones might be a little bit of a hassle because I got big hands, and this is a tight space. I'm telling you right now. How? Look at that. Let me just... Thank the Lord. Because if that was in backwards, you best know I'd have a problem. Ooh, baby. I got it. I got it. I'll just put this joint back in here. Bang. Ooh, look at that. Looks so nice, and they work. Cool. Step one complete. All right, I'm an idiot. I forgot that I had wide angle on, but we are back. It's all fixed. GoPro died as well, but we are all good. Apologize for that, but we are all good. LEDs are in. I showered because my GoPro died. I had to let it charge up just a little bit, but we are back. And here is the trim piece I was talking about earlier in the video. Remember when I said the tweeters wouldn't fit because of this little mesh right here? Basically what was happening, here's the stock tweeter, and it would like sit like this, basically like this. I don't know how I'm gonna show you guys. And then it would just like, it wouldn't fit. With this mesh right here, it wouldn't clear. So what I had to do, I had to modify these brackets so that it would actually fit behind this mesh. And you could be saying, well, why don't you just remove the mesh? Well, because that looks trashy. I don't like that. And plus, these speakers were done anyways, they didn't work. So, I already got the door panels off. All we have to do is put this bracket on, get one of these tweeters, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works out perfectly fine. I don't know where the bolts went, but we'll figure it out once we get out there. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bracketing up right there. I don't know if you got that. There's a lot of light. But basically the hole I drilled out, it's going to be like that, and then the tweeter is going to be in the stock location as it was. These come with sort of a mounting piece that has a nut on the back, so that's where it's going to feed through this. Let me mock everything up so you guys get the idea. Alright, so everything is mocked up. I saw if everything worked, and everything does indeed work. I might clean up these a little bit, and I don't know, tuck them behind this film, or I don't know, put some tape or something. I gotta make it look a little bit nicer, but this is what I'm basically going for. You put one bolt here, that's the bolt I drilled out, and then this goes in the stock location like I showed you guys, and it is pretty sturdy. It doesn't move at all, so I'm pretty happy with it. Don't roast me too much in the comments because like it works. I know there's better ways of doing it. I know there's probably cleaner ways of doing it, but as of right now, it does indeed work, and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to be repeating this on the other side. And since we're talking about the other side, I got to show you guys the glove box. So this glove box, obviously, it looks fine, but when you open it, everything falls out. So we are going to be replacing that. Like I said, we're going to be replacing the cabin air filter while we're at it. I think there's like 10 bolts on this one, and I'll show you guys where they are with that. And while I'm at it, I'll show you guys, or I'll take off what I needed to replace on the exterior as well. The last final thing we will be doing, and I'm sorry I keep putting you guys back in this position, it's just very convenient for me because it's almost like head level, and like I can move my hands. But basically, the final thing we will be doing to the WRX is replacing this, the gas cap cover. Basically, I really didn't need to replace it, and it wasn't broken, but I have it off right here. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this. I'm going to pick you guys up real quick, but you can see in the lighting on the outside, it is like rusting a little bit, and there are some chips here and there, and this one is almost in perfect condition. I say almost because obviously nothing's going to be in perfect condition, but it is a lot better. There's no rust on the edges. This did come off an 04 STI, so it should fit. Theoretically speaking, it should fit. Actually, I'll know it'll fit, but yeah. I really just wanted to replace it because the rust on the outside was kind of bugging me. There's a little smudge right there that I might have to get. But yes, we'll be replacing this. It's like 3 10mm bolts, so it's not too difficult, or I should say it's not difficult at all, but I'll be putting that on just now, and then we can move on to this lug, this unit, and we can put in the new glove box. Okay, so I put the gas thing on, I got the door panels on, everything fits absolutely perfectly, and it does work as well. Now I believe there's 10 bolts in this, so that's gonna be fun. There's gonna be 2 down there somewhere, and then the rest are gonna be in here, as well as this, and the whole thing should come out. There will be a plug up here that you have to be a little bit cautious about so you don't like rip it or put too much tension on it. And then under here will be the cabin air filter, so we'll get that as well. So without further ado, so you guys don't have to sit through 10 Phillips heads, I'm just gonna fast forward it, so enjoy. Alright, real quick before my GoPro dies, it's at 1%, but here is the glove box. The glove box is out. I'm having trouble with this one clip. I don't know why, but here is the cabin air filter. It's right behind the glove box. You'll see it, and there are 2 like pins that you just flip up right here and then way back there, and the whole cover will come off, and then you just kind of gotta fish this thing out. But somehow you always end up here. I am so sorry. I don't know why we always end up here, but I have some explaining to do. Like always, it has been 2 weeks since the last clip. I believe it was 2 weeks. And obviously I want to apologize for some wind noise. I am in the middle of a field, so obviously there's going to be a little bit of wind. Hopefully not too much. It's not that bad, but yes, it has been 2 weeks. And the reason why it has been 2 weeks since the last clip, well, I had something not really planned. It was in the works while I made the video you're watching right now, or the clips before, of me putting in like the cabin air filter, LED lights, all that sort of stuff. I had something in the works, and you may or may not be able to see it right now or when I pulled up, but it is very, very subtle, but it's something that has been well needed. You guys can maybe can you tell right here, these right here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have got tint on the WRX. It's been something I wanted to do for a little bit now. I never had a tinted car before, and I always wanted to do it. I've been debating on tinting this car for I don't know how long. It was like, do I really need it? Do I really not? Since I never tinted a car before, I didn't know how I would like it personally. But I am 110% happy that we actually tinted this car. Now, if you are wondering, the tint that I went with, we have a 5% brow. I don't know if you guys can see that. 5% brow along the top, and I went with 20% all the way around, even on the rear window. So it is pretty dark. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty dark on the inside, but I didn't want to go too dark, so this is pretty conservative. It is definitely dark. You can tell. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but see, if I put it right up against, you can see it, but if I pull away, obviously here I am. Look, that's me. That's me right there. So that is why it has been 2 weeks since the last clip, is because I was in the works of getting all my windows tinted. I was just emailing the guy back and forth, and you know, we were busy and some emails got overlooked, and it just took a little bit to get everything scheduled and situated. And my goodness, I am so happy we went with tint. Ooh baby. But tint isn't the only thing that we've done in this video. We also installed some LED lights that I failed to show you guys. Now obviously it's a little light out, so you aren't going to be able to tell too much, but we installed that LED light, and we also put in those 2 lights as well. And at night, my goodness, they shine extraordinarily bright. But yeah, they look absolutely gorgeous. I'm super happy on how everything turned out. And just peep this STI interior. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'll put it up in the corner somewhere in this general region. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. It's a banger of a video, and I might be a little bit biased, but hey, I gotta give myself some props here and there. So I showed you guys the tint, I showed you guys the LED lights, but there was one thing that I wanted to show you guys, and I'll put you up here on the car for just a moment. I'm sorry if you guys hear a little bit of wind. Maybe now I'm head level. But there was one thing that I told you guys that I would show you, and it was the cabin air filter. And this is why, come here. This is why you need to change your cabin air filter. This is the stock one. Let me show you. This. You see that? Do you see how nasty this thing is? I don't know if you guys can, you probably can't even see that, but there's literally dust coming off as I'm shaking it. It's so nasty. So well, hey, that actually worked. Look, this was all in that filter. I'm gonna pick it up, obviously. Don't litter, kids. No, don't do that. But it was so nasty. So a little bit of advice. If you haven't changed your cabin air filter, I highly recommend that you do so. I'm gonna let that down gently because I don't want it to be super dirty. But just one more time. Look at the tint. Just one more time. Oh, I absolutely love how this car is turning out. But ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna end it for today's video. I actually feel kind of bad that I put all that dirt on my car. You probably can't see it on camera, and I don't expect you guys to. All those black specks, yeah, that was out of my cabin air filter. But that is going to end it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I want to apologize. So I said this at the beginning of the video, and I think I said it in previous videos, that I wanted to be a little more frequent with my upload schedule, and it's been a full month since my last video, and I'm so sorry. But like I said, it took like 2 weeks to get a scheduled appointment for my tint, and I really wasn't expecting that. And that's not on anyone's fault by any means. It's just, you know, stuff happens. So I couldn't get an appointment for like 2 weeks. And yeah, I feel really bad because I had this whole video planned out. I was waiting on emails for the schedule for the tint, and you know, it just took a little bit longer than expected. So I want to apologize for that. I am trying to be a little more frequent with my upload schedule, but obviously stuff happens, and you know, I just want to apologize. But like I said, that's going to end it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't anything like too crazy. You know, we did very simple things. We changed the glove box, we did the LED lights, cabin air filter. I put the tweeters on, which they do work. Tweeters are working fine, and we got the tint looking all nice. So it really wasn't anything drastic to the WRX, but like I said at the beginning, I just wanted to pick up the camera and do a little video for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, obviously make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see each and every one of you in my next upload.